Okay, short and sweet. Give it up for Lucas. Okay, our next speaker. Wait, what? That's not what the list says. That's not what the list says. Our next speaker is a Palestinian activist. I told you we had one for you.
Salah.
Yep. It says that they want to be introduced as a. Oh, you want me? Yeah, please, everybody, give it up for Salah.
Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Nice to see you again and really love to see those familiar faces as you said earlier. I'm Salah, I'm from Berlin, I'm a Palestinian, and I know many of you may not know what this feels like to be a Palestinian in the diaspora. The reality is it's almost the majority of Palestinians who live in exile, who have been expelled from their land and their homes, who have been forced to live in societies they haven't chosen to live in, who have been forced and displaced to live in societies that do not accept them, that do not allow them to speak up and speak their reality of being Palestinian. I grew up in Germany, always being asked questions. Where are you from? You're not good enough to be German. You're not good enough to be part of this society. So where are you from? But my answer, unfortunately, was never sufficient, because Germans and Germany do not accept Palestine. They do not recognize that this is our land. They do not recognize that we are people who have a culture, history, a language that goes way before their so-called culture here in Germany, way before this made-up culture of Christian Judaism. When Jews were killed in Europe, they were welcomed in the Arab world, they were welcomed in the Muslim world, and they were living with us, next to us, in a land called Palestine. Do you see that today in Israel? No, you don't. No, you don't. When I asked my grandparents, peace be upon them, how they remember their childhood in Palestine, they tell me they had Christian friends. They told me they have Jewish friends. When you look into Israel today, you don't see any of that, because it's a supremacist state. It's a fascist state. It's a racist state. And it's an apartheid state. And you all know that. But I want to focus on Germany, because Germany is complicit in the genocide against Palestinians. Israel has murdered more than 35,000 Palestinians since the 7th of October, let alone the Palestinians who have been killed by Israel since more than 75 years. So let's remember those names and not forget that these are not numbers. It's children and women with hopes and dreams, people who wanted to study, people who wanted to have children, people who had dreams of becoming pilots, becoming something that we all live here in a reality that they will never experience. So for me, as a Palestinian in the diaspora, I sometimes ask myself, what is my job here if Germany doesn't allow me to be Palestinian, and if Germany is complicit in this genocide? My role really is to create awareness for my people that are being slaughtered by Israel on a daily basis. You see how vile these people are, because you see them riling up in Rafah, trying to not let in humanitarian aid for people who are dying and suffering. And Germany continues to be complicit because it also decides to stop payments towards the UNRWA. How horrible do you want to be, Germany, and continuously being complicit in the killing of Palestinians? So I want to say a few words about this new, and I'm going to use quotation marks, anti-AfD movement that a lot of people are talking about. It's a fucking joke, and it's pure hypocrisy. When we as Palestinians, the Green Party, the SPD, the FDP, they're so proud talking about more than 2.3 million Germans went out against right extremism. Well, when we go there, when we go there and we participate as citizens of this country, we get discriminated against, we get spat on, people attack us for wearing our cultural kufiya, attack us for wearing a Palestinian flag. Well, if Palestinians in Germany are the ones that are being most criminalized, being beaten up by the police on a daily basis, being like stabbed and murdered, like as just yesterday in the US, a 23-year-old Palestinian was stabbed by a fellow protester because he was saying free Palestine. I want to make very, very clear that in Germany, yes, Jewish life is not safe. And I hear that from my Jewish brothers and sisters. But you know who else is not safe? Every single person who shows solidarity with Palestine. We are not welcome in this country. We are being discriminated against and we are being criminalized. I don't feel safe in Germany. I'm afraid to go out with this kufiya. I'm afraid to show my Palestinian flag because Germany tries to actively discriminate and be racist against Palestinians and people who show solidarity with us. So I want to ask you something. When you see those protests of thousands and thousands of people going down to the streets to show solidarity with Palestine, you really see a diverse group of people. You see people from everywhere, people that support the Palestinian struggle and cause. And I love you for being out there and for continuously doing that, because the genocide has been going on for 4 months and the occupation has been going on for almost 76 years. But we will be free, we know that. In between, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
So when you go to a German organized pro-Israel protest, who do you see? Like out of the 20, 25 people that actually gather there. Like it's very little people. You see a few old Germans and maybe a few Israeli citizens that for some reason also get exemption for staying here in Germany, but got people from Gaza don't. Like that's another topic for another day. But you really don't see diverse groups of people because it's a supremacist idea. Zionism is nothing else than white supremacy, and it will be broken. So, I think my last words that I want to tell you is, yes, I don't feel safe here, and yes, I don't feel secure, and I don't feel welcome at all by the German state. This isn't a new reality for me. Maybe it's been scaled and amplified over the last 4 months because Germany really shows how much of a, how much they didn't really overcome their past. But I'm also not going to be silenced. And I'm not afraid to forever speak up for my people that are being killed and slaughtered in Palestine. And as a Palestinian, I can tell you, we are proud. We know we will return. It's not even a question. And I can't wait. I'm so excited to return to my country because Germany has showed me nothing but hate and racism. So I will tell you, inshallah, we will be back. It may take more sacrifices, but we're not afraid. And we will return. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Gaza!
Free, free Gaza!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Gaza!
Free, free Gaza!
Deutschland, warum kein Wort?
Deutschland, warum kein Wort?
Massenmord ist Massenmord!
Massenmord ist Massenmord!
Deutschland, warum kein Wort?
Deutschland, warum kein Wort?
Massenmord ist Massenmord!
Massenmord ist Massenmord!
Stopp den Mord, stopp den Krieg!
Stopp den Mord, stopp den Krieg!
Genozid ist Genozid!
Genozid ist Genozid!
Stopp den Mord, stopp den Krieg!
Stopp den Mord, stopp den Krieg!
Stopp den Gaza-Genozid!
Stopp den Gaza-Genozid!
Unsere Kinder wollen leben!
Unsere Kinder wollen leben!
Israel ist dagegen!
Israel ist dagegen!